What's up, you guys? We are doing a new moon and Leo reading. The new moon hits on the 24th of July, and that energy is going to stick with us and affect us for a good span of the next 30 days and most prominent over the next 2 weeks. We're going to be looking at what you guys can expect. I do not predict the future. I give you guys a roadmap so that you know how to get to your next destination the smoothest way possible, okay? I'm an oracle for everybody that is new here. I have the ability to see into different points in time, and I have used my gift for the past 10 years as my profession. And so that's really what I do. The card readings are just another way to divine. It's something that I use because people enjoy it, and it has a lower price point on my website. So people really prefer these. On top of that, excuse me, when we're looking at card readings as opposed to actual sessions, it's a lot less work that you have to do. So in these readings, you can get a lot of information, and sometimes you might get a little bit of advice along with it. When you're in sessions with me, I'm going to give you the work. You're going to leave there with homework and things to do and probably requirements to tap back in with me and all of that. But everything that I offer actually advances your life if you actually apply the things that I'm sharing. With that being said, I would like to welcome you guys back, or if you are new here, welcome. You guys can find out more information about me and who I am at my website, oracleoyat.com. That is all pinned in the description. And yeah, we're going to look at this energy. As we do this reading, you guys might hear me call out random numbers. I want you to look those numbers up on a website called Joanne's Sacred Scribes. I don't know Joanne. I'm not affiliated with her, but I do know that her number breakdowns are very accurate. I've used them since 2010. When I call out a number, this number is going to relate to either something I said, something you were thinking, excuse me, or doing during the time the message came out, or something that was happening in your environment during that time. Now, if any of you guys have not been speaking your truths, you're being asked to do that. Now is the time to do that. So it's not that you need to go out of your way to communicate anything to anybody. However, if it is asked of you to, or you're presented with the opportunity to do so, you probably should, because whatever it is that you have to speak, whatever it is that you have to share is going to free you and other people who hear it. And also the energy surrounding whatever that thing may be. And so, like, maybe you need to speak up at work, right? Maybe your boss is an asshole and you want to say something about what the unfair treatment. Well, maybe everybody feels like that, but nobody's going to say anything. Maybe you need to speak up at the next family gathering, right? Like, Aunt Betty, you was out of line, da 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 da, whatever the thing is. Maybe you need to speak up for yourself. Maybe you need to be an advocate for you and at the doctor, or at the court system, or at the post office. I don't know. Maybe you need to call customer service and speak up. Maybe you're a public speaker. Maybe you do what I do and you need to be getting your messages out there. Whatever it is, people are being called 313 on the clock to activate their throat chakras and actually speak up. One way that you can go about getting that energy more active is wearing the color blue. So dressing yourself in blue, putting on some sort of blue jewelry, putting blue around your house. You could take a blue Post-it note and stick it at your computer so that you're seeing it while you're working. Whatever it is, that is a great color that you can bring around your environment or put on your being. 344 on the clock, 345 on the clock, so that you can activate different energy. If you guys are on my Instagram, you know that I've been promoting this soul activation report. It is going to tell you everything that you need to know in terms of your colors, your numbers, your scents, your flowers, the direction, all of that, so that you can keep your energy open and flowing and, in the right space. All right, I feel like I've said a lot, and we're already 4 minutes in, and we haven't touched on any of the cards yet. So let's kind of get into this, because I don't like it when these readings are too long. The first message that I have for you guys is that something that you've been working toward that has been slow rolling can only pick up when you make a decision. Okay. And so it looks like maybe you missed the window of go time, because I feel like earlier in the month or earlier in the summer, it was a message like it's go time. And so if you missed that window and you didn't go, it could put you in a state of feeling left out, sad, like, dang, like, why am I'm not getting where I need to go? You're not putting enough in. And so you need to do a little more. All right. Whatever your plan is good, but it needs to be great so that you can get to where you're going. And it really just gives either procrastination or rapid movement with no plan, right? And so while some things you're doing might be good, if you actually created a real plan and put yourself on a schedule, like that could be the decision you need to make. You're going to actually see things open up for you, and they're going to open up fast. Like whatever this is something you've been manifesting, and you've been really patient about it. Like you've been so patient. You've been doing the work, but maybe that's why this message is coming in like this for you now. Like maybe you've been a little too patient, and it's just time to do the things. It was already time to do the things, and now it's time to really do the things, whatever the things may be. This Leo energy is about being seen and showing out and putting yourself out there. And so maybe that's the piece that you're missing. Maybe you did do all the steps up to now, and you've made the plan, and you've gotten yourself together and organized, and you're just like, well, I made a call, but nobody bought my product when I called, so I'm not calling anybody else. Like I made a post, but nobody bought what I posted, so I'm not posting anything else. I mean, I put my resume out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, no. Like you need an action plan, and you need to make it go time. Like it really is. It's been past that time. So if you are feeling any type of sadness, stagnant energy in your head, confusion, whatever, you're going to stay in that state unless you make a decision. And there's nobody coming to give you another decision to make. You have all the clarity that you need. There is nothing else missing. Like in this season, please trust yourself. Your fast track to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish is going to happen when you trust yourself. When you start trusting the opinions of other people over what actually resonates with you is when you come off of your path. I'm not giving y'all opinions. I'm giving y'all real messages. 317 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to read what it is that I see. But like, say if you decide I want to create this, or I want to move here, or I want to build this thing, and you start telling other people about it, whatever they're bringing might be true for them, but not necessarily true for you. So protect your stuff and go with what aligns with you. People's opinions are just their opinions, right? And that's cute. But like, this is your life. You are the star of your life. When the curtain closes and you have to answer for your life, what are you going to say? Like, you can't be like, well, such and such. No, it's your life. So it's go time. You already know. You already have all the tools and resources that are necessary. You already put in all the work required to be able to do whatever this is. Now you just got to actually do it. Like, no more waiting, no more long procrastination periods, no more second guessing yourself. Oh, but I got to do this first though too. I want to do that, but first I got to go, but first. No, there is no but first. You done did the but first. And so please stop juggling with your reality. Like, either you living in the old cycle or you're living in the new one. You're not going to be able to straddle the fence, and you can't do both. And your happiness lies in the new cycle. It's not in the old one. In the old one is confusion and trying to see things from a different perspective and trying to take everybody else's perspective and feeling left out and unheard and all of that. No. So, yeah, your burdens end when you actually move forward. If you're waiting on other people, you don't need them either. Like, again, this is just the messages. I'm not personally saying that we don't need other people. However, there is a very clear sign here from the way these cards look that somebody listening to me now is waiting on other people in order for them to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, okay, well, I want to buy a car. So I'm waiting on the bank to see if they're going to give me a loan. Okay. Or you could go and see if the car lot will give you a loan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got other options. Like, you want to move, but you're waiting to see if this place is going to get back to you or approve you. You don't know. You can apply to live other places. 944. They're not the only option. They might be the first option that you decided that you wanted, but how you know it ain't a better one waiting for you? You don't, because you're too busy waiting on other people's lives. That does not make you the star of your life, okay? And so if you want to move into calm and peace, you got to make a decision. The new cycle or the old cycle. And the new cycle is where all the calm and peace lies. The fast track for you to get there is by actually remembering 1011 on the clock, your spiritual faith. I have a lot of people who are my clients, associates, and whatnot, who have different religions that they live by. I don't teach religion. I don't teach people anything other than how to get closer to themselves so that they can get closer to their source, whatever they deem that to be. And so whatever that is for you, you're not accessing it. You're not using it. If you're a person who is a Christian, well, you're clearly not reading a scripture, right? If you are Rasta, you're not saying a psalm a day. If you are a spiritual worker, you're not feeding your ancestors and pouring libation every day. Like, I don't know what it is that your path is. If you are a Buddhist, you're not chanting every, Saturday, Sunday, whatever the day is. Like, there are things that you are not doing that are in alignment with the practices that got you here, that if you keep not doing them, you're going to keep not getting what you want. So as blessings start to unfold, don't forget where they came from. You feel what I'm saying? 1s and 3s on the clock. Because there's some beautiful blessings here. Like, y'all, you got the star and the sun with the Hierophant and the 10 of Cups. Like, oh my God. Like, this is like, ooh, yes. This is happy, joy all through my soul. My family's happy. You also got the 10 of Pentacles later on in the spread. We're going to talk about that in a minute. 11:33. So 1s and 3s. Then this video is way longer than I wanted to be, but what I'm gonna do? I'm just here to read the messages. So yeah, you guys have all the happy cards. You got, and not just the happy cards, you got the like life cycle, life changing happy cards, new existent happy cards. When we're talking about how the cards show up, we have some things that are called major arcanas, and then we have minor ones. The minor arcanas deal with our everyday, day-to-day life. There might be things that bother us for a moment or a week, and maybe 3 weeks, we move past it. When we're dealing with the major arcanas, these are things that are going to shift the trajectory of our life. These are big deal things. And all of these big deal things that are showing up is about to make you some big boss money and put you in some big boss energy. Like, this is big shit, like big shit. And whether you are a male or female, the emperor is the boss and very stoic in their boss energy, right? That energy is coming through. But it's rooted, again, in your spiritual faith and your belief. You got the Magician card showing up here. So all the stuff that I'm talking about is stuff you've already been working on. Though we are in the new moon, the new moon is not to create new things and plant new seeds. The new moon is to make yourself anew so that you can receive the things that you've already planted in the last cycle of the full moon. So 2 weeks ago, right? You planted an idea 2 weeks ago. You should have been working toward that idea. And now you're in a place of like, all right, yo, boom. Now I'm going to clear and get the space ready because my shit finna be here. Like, my furniture about to be here. If you was getting a new couch, you don't throw your couch away when you ordered a new one, because you probably gonna move that bitch right before the next one come, because now, you know what I'm saying, you might move it the same day. The new one comes in and that shit get moved. Hey, can you take this with you when you go? But you're in the season now. You're being asked to prepare yourself, and that's what the new moon is all about. So get yourself in a state to really receive. Prepare yourself to receive, because what you've been asking for is about to come down from the heavens. Like, you got in all three. Okay. Oh, this is wild. And this card with the magician is looking down, dealing with the actual natural earth elements, and it's a light and sparkles all around. Okay. The light is at the base of the earth. And the other cards that go with this magician, the light is now in the sky, and it's being anchored and pulled back to the person in the card. So in the sun, you see the light is in the middle of the sun, and the sunlight in the middle is beaming directly on this girl's head as she's frolicking through the land. You have the star. This person has a rope around the light of the star and is hoping and wishing to pull that in. And then you have this Hierophant, where the same light is at the top of the staircase. Okay, so Like, it's there. And then right after that, you have this beautiful 10 of cups with all this rainbow energy and this happiness and this family. Then you got the 10 of pentacles, which is happiness and family, security, stability. Like, all of it is right here. And so congratulations to you for doing the work so that you can go into this new cycle. You're being asked at this time to please refrain from approaching all dynamics and scenarios as your past self. The things that show up in your life need to be addressed with your new self. So either you need to be in your new self, meaning these things where they are, meaning opportunities coming to you, or the people who come at you to try to get you in the old cycle need to either understand you're going to have to be up here with me or you can't reach me. And that's just how it's going to have to be. Because things are changing, like shifting in your favor, and everybody couldn't go with you. It's time for you to suck it up. 1555 on the clock. And I hate to sound so harsh, but that's just really what it is. It's time to suck it up. Shit happens. Like, life sucks sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But the dope thing about that is that's part of the wheel of fortune. And you guys have the wheel of fortune here, 1s and 6s on the clock. The wheel going to keep spinning. 1s and 6s on the clock. So if you are a person who's been at the bottom of the wheel, you're coming around to the top of it. And when you get to the top, don't forget your lessons. Everybody didn't do the work to come at the top of this wheel with you neither. And also know that the wheel is going to continue to turn. And so at some point, once you're at the top, you're going to have to go to the bottom again. And it ain't going to necessarily be the same bottom it was before. You might not lose everything, you know, you might not lose people, but maybe you lose another part of yourself that requires an adjustment to embrace a greater part of you, like what you're experiencing now. And so remember all of your lessons as you move forward. Stay focused, stay consistent. It's a lot of work before you that you really need to focus on. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the World together, both really big messages about closing out long-term cycles. We have a lot of planets in retrograde right now that are forcing people to face long-term shit. I mean, generational problems, 327 on the clock. Whether it's generational things or just long-term behaviors of your own that you need to clean the fuck up. Maybe it's past life shit. It's big stuff, big energy, big changes that are required. And a lot of you have been doing the work and you're going into this new cycle. So please remember your lessons, all of them, and don't mourn the past. Like, you should be out of your mourning season now. There's greater things ahead. And if you keep looking forward and then go forward, very soon, like before the end of the year is out, maybe even before the end of the summer season, which is like by the beginning of September, I believe, or end of September, you're going to see exactly why everything had to play out like it's played out up until this point. So please just keep going. Like, everything you want is right there. It's right on the other side. It's right on the other side. So keep going.